The sea has always been a wonder for humans. Hidden within it are islands that are not just pieces of land and water, but hold secrets, fears, and stories within them. Somewhere there's an island where plants are found in no other corner of the world. Somewhere an island where a man's dreams and ruin turned into silent ruins. Somewhere a thousands of years old treasure is buried underground. Somewhere a small town in the middle of the sea turned into an island of death. And somewhere the spirit of a little girl made thousands of broken dolls her home. These are not just islands, but humanity's greatest mysteries today. We will journey to the 5 most mysterious islands in the world, where a new story emerges with every wave, friends. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so, because your one subscription gives us a lot of motivation, and we will continue to make more such videos for you. So let's start the video. Number 1. Socotra Island. An island so strange that seeing it feels like you've stepped into another world. In the middle of the sea, near Yemen in the Arabian Sea, there is a small island, Socotra Island, which people also call the alien island on Earth, because the landscape here, the plants and animals, none of it seems to be of this world. When you land on Socotra Island, the first thing you see is the dragon's blood tree, a tree with a short trunk and branches spread out like an umbrella. From a distance, it looks as if someone has placed an alien spaceship upside down on the ground, and when resin comes out of this tree, it looks like red blood, which is why it's named the dragon's blood tree. Local people say that its red-looking resin has magical healing powers. But it's not just one tree. The entire island is full of such strange plants that are not found anywhere else in the world. Scientists say that more than 30% of Socotra's plants and animals are unique, meaning they are found nowhere else in the world. For this reason, it is also called the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean. On one side, there are white sand beaches, on the other, high mountains, and in between, a desert where strange rock formations are created by the wind. This combination is so strange that you'll feel like you're standing on both Mars and Earth at the same time. Local legends say that Socotra Island was once from the era of King Solomon, and rare herbs and medicines were sent from here. Some people even say that this is the very place where the Garden of Eden was, and if you go into the jungle here at night, you can hear strange, scary sounds, like whispers trapped in the wind. The people of Socotra Island are isolated from the world. They speak their own language, Socotri, which is spoken nowhere else. For many years, this island was completely cut off from the outside world, with no modern roads or airports. That's why the environment here is still completely untouched and natural. When NASA and researchers came here, they said that if humans ever went to an alien planet, it would probably be something like this. That's why Socotra is called the most alien-looking place on Earth. Some conspiracy theorists even say that perhaps this island was an ancient alien base that has now transformed into nature. Even today, Socotra Island remains a mystery. Is this just millions of years of natural isolation in which new plants have evolved? Or is there really something here that humans cannot understand? One thing is for sure, if you go to Socotra Island, you will feel like you have seen a hidden version of your own planet. A world that is on Earth, but doesn't feel like it's from Earth number 2. Bannerman Island. A calm river, the Hudson River, flowing through the middle of New York. And in its midst, a small island where a dilapidated, huge castle stands, which from a distance looks like a set from an old horror movie. This is Palapel Island, which the world knows as Bannerman Island. The story of this castle begins with a man, Francis Bannerman. He was a Scottish immigrant who settled in New York and made a name for himself as an arms dealer. In the 1890s, Bannerman used to buy and sell old weapons and ammunition from the army. He had such a large stockpile that the New York City authorities told him he couldn't keep all those explosives in the middle of the city. Then Bannerman bought a separate island in the middle of the Hudson River, and in 1901, he had a huge castle built where he kept all his gunpowder, cannons, and old weapons. This huge castle was not for a royal family, but for a gunpowder and weapons warehouse. But Bannerman had it built in such a grand and medieval style that people started calling it America's mini Scotland. On the castle walls was written Bannerman's Island Arsenal. Imagine a complete private arsenal that one man built on his property. But the secret and dark side of this island came to light when a huge explosion occurred in 1920. The castle's old ammunition suddenly exploded, and the structure was largely destroyed. In this explosion, more than 200 pounds of explosives went off, and huge holes were blown into the castle wall. People said this place was now cursed, and so it was. In the 1940s, another fire destroyed the remaining structure. After that, in the 1960s, a part of the castle collapsed on its own today. Bannerman Island has become a ruin. Local fishermen say that if you pass by the island at night, you can hear the sound of chains, footsteps, and the screams of some people from inside the castle. Some visitors have even said that they heard the boom of a cannon, as if someone were still practicing. And people also believe that Bannerman's own spirit still protects his castle and arsenal. Today, Bannerman Island is a protected site. There are guided tours here, but going beyond a certain limit is strictly forbidden because the castle is still in a dangerous, crumbling condition. But the truth is that Bannerman Island is not just an abandoned castle. It is a reminder of a man who owned an entire arsenal and built his own island. But now that island is just a haunted ruin that makes every passersby think that this castle was once alive, and today only its silent walls remain. Number 3. Oak Island. Oak Island, a small island located in the Atlantic Ocean near Nova Scotia, Canada, looks quite ordinary, but for adventurers, treasure hunters, and historians from all over the world, it has become an obsession. This is Oak Island, a place where people have been searching for a hidden treasure for more than 200 years. But the secret has not yet been revealed. The year was 1795. 3 local boys, Daniel Maginnis and his 2 friends, were wandering on Oak Island. They saw an old oak tree under which the ground was slightly sunken. It looked like an old pit. Out of curiosity, they started digging. 10 feet down, they found a wooden platform. At 20 feet, another wooden platform. At 30 feet, another one. As they went deeper, it seemed like an engineered pit that someone had deliberately built. People call it the money pit. Rumors began to spread that someone had hidden treasure under Oak Island. Some people said this treasure belonged to pirates like Captain Kidd or Blackbeard. Some say it is a hidden religious artifact of the Knights Templar, like the Holy Grail or the Ark of the Covenant. And some say it could be the lost treasure of the British Crown. Treasure hunters began the excavation, but as soon as they reached about 90 feet, the pit suddenly started filling with water. Seawater started entering the pit from some hidden tunnel, and the excavation became impossible. Since then, everyone who has excavated has faced the same problem. Water-filled flood tunnels. It seems as if whoever hid the treasure created a trap system that wouldn't let the treasure be easily retrieved. Some strange things have certainly been found on Oak Island. Old coins and artifacts, coconut fibers, which are not native to the island. An old stone tablet with strange symbols written on it, which is now lost. And according to one report, a small piece of a gold chain was also found in a deep excavation, but so far, no real proof of the treasure has been found. There is a famous prophecy about Oak Island. A total of 7 people will die before the treasure is found, and so far, 6 people have died during the excavation. For this reason, people also call it a cursed island today. Oak Island is famous all over the world. A whole series, The Curse of Oak Island, is running on TV, in which modern technology is being used for excavation. Radars, drills, divers, everything's being used. They have detected underground structures and tunnels, but the treasure is still hidden in its place. So, the mystery of Oak Island is still unsolved. Is it really a hidden treasure, or just a natural sinkhole that has been misunderstood? One thing is certain. Oak Island is one of the most mysterious islands in the world, and perhaps, if not today, then tomorrow, it will reveal its true secret. Number 4. Hashima Island. Near the coast of Nagasaki, Japan, there is a small island whose real name is Hashima Island. But the world knows it by another name, Battleship Island, because from a distance, the entire island looks like a giant battleship. Today, this island is empty, desolate, and filled with crumbling concrete buildings, which makes it seem as if life never existed here. But in reality, Hashima Island was once one of the most densely populated places in the world. Around 1880, Mitsubishi started coal mining here and gradually turned the island into a small floating city. Imagine, more than 5,000 people lived together on a small island. Their homes, school, hospital, market, everything was right here. The buildings were so compact that people literally lived lives stacked on top of each other. But this place also has a dark secret. During World War II, Japan forced thousands of Korean and Chinese forced laborers to work in the coal mines here. Due to extreme heat, dangerous tunnels, and a lack of safety, many people lost their lives right here. It is said that the screams of their souls still echo in the hollow corridors of the island. In 1974, when oil replaced coal, the mining stopped, and then the island was suddenly deserted. People abandoned it all, leaving curtains, utensils, and even the children's toys behind. Gradually, the sea breeze and storms began to destroy the buildings, and Hashima became a ghost city. Today, this island is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and sometimes tourists are allowed to visit. But the interesting thing is that some locals say if you go to the island at night, you can hear footsteps, the screams of miners, and the crying voices of children, as if the old life still resides within these walls. Hashima is both a symbol of the modern industrial world and a terrifying reminder of human suffering and haunting memories. Number 5. The Island of the Dolls. In the middle of Mexico's Xochimilco canals, there is a small chinampa, an umbrella-like piece of land, which people call Isla de las Muñecas, the Island of the Dolls. Thousands of old, broken, eerie doll figures hang from trees and huts, their eyes wide open with terror, a strange place that blurs the line between the living and the dead. The story began with a man, Don Julian Santana Barrera. Local people say that one day Barrera saw a little girl drowning in the canals. He jumped in to save her, but she couldn't be saved. The next day, Barrera saw a doll floating on the water. Perhaps it was the girl's toy. He picked up the doll and hung it on a tree as a tribute and a memorial. But this is where everything strange began. Barrera decided that he had to do something to appease the girl's spirit. Every day, every week, he started collecting old dolls, searching for them in trash bins, or getting them from friends or acquaintances, beheaded dolls with broken limbs, tattered dresses, and toys with hollow eyes. He would hang those dolls on tree branches and around the huts. There was an eerie silence within them, and Barrera believed that the dolls contained the girl's spirit, or at least a reflection of her memories. For 50 years, Barrera dedicated a large part of his life to this doll offering. At night, the doll's eyes move slightly. Some say they move, their limbs shake, their heads turn slightly. Whispers can be heard, first faintly, then a little louder, like a child's calls or murmurs. Some visitors claim they heard voices, like, "Give me my doll," or bring me back my doll. Don Julian himself claimed the spirit wouldn't let him rest. In 2001, Barrera was 80 years old, and it is said that he died in the water near the same canal where the girl had drowned. It seems like a strange coincidence. His past became a ghost story. Even after his death, the dolls remained hanging there. His entire home, dwellings, and huts have become like a museum. Visitors started coming. Thrill seekers, paranormal lovers, tourists. Now the island is a tourist attraction. There are boat tours that go through the canals. People take photos, make videos, and dare each other. Many people say the dolls have been removed or replaced. The number of original dolls has decreased. Many tours lead to a fake Isla de las Muñecas, where the dolls look artificial or new. Did the girl really exist? Did the family members see her eyes? How many dolls are real, and how many were added commercially or later? Is the spirit really as active as people say? Or is this just a result of a lonely man's guilt and folklore? How much of a psychological effect are claims like doll movements and whispers? This island is not just an exhibition of dolls, but a monument to a man's remorse and belief, who wanted the silent journey of a soul's death to be somewhat peaceful, or at least to live on in memory. And when you walk past the dolls hanging from the trees, you will feel as if someone's eyes are on you. There's a sound behind you, somewhere darkness, somewhere silence. This island teaches how much deep guilt, belief, and fear a human heart can hide. And one thing is for sure, will the mystery of Isla de las Muñecas ever be fully solved, or will it always remain a haunted legend?